A live look at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the Kansas State Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
The Kansas State hire of Colin Klein is one of the best of the college football season. Klein obviously was a Heisman Trophy candidate, played for the Wildcats, and was mentored under their legendary coach. Now he's back running his own program after a successful stint at Texas A&M as the offensive coordinator. Colin Klein has all of the tools to possibly be a great coach at Kansas State. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense will get first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart.
There's a crease. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Hard running there. Looking for room at the 30. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football.
Speeding down the left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Green Wave. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Johnson wants to throw it. Dances away to buy time. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Turning it on. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Jackson. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Wildcats are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Johnson looking to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Sets up the screen. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get...
There he goes. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Lets it fly. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Running inside. It's McClure. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. He's got his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Green Wave picked up a fresh set of downs through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. On the run, it's McClure. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lewis. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to scramble. Had to get rid of it quickly.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want to want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it. After the filthy move, he's got room. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Solid work and execution there. The first down as they mark it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Kansas State back. After picking up the first down. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Johnson looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Kansas State. Makes the grab inbounds. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Runs through a man. He might have space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man out of the backfield. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's... Set up 1st and goal. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he's in! Touchdown, Wildcats!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's McClure. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Intercepted, and the defense has set them up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. Johnson looking to throw. The quick out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
Gonna run it. It's McClure. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Makes the catch. It's Hill. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Lines us back in the middle. That should be the final play of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 8 team, the USC Trojans.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll be stopped, but not before. Hitting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Jackson. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. On target. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's McClure. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And we'll stop play right now. We have an injury timeout. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to...
Makes the catch and he's free. And he'll be brought down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they...
Breaks into the open. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Tulane just a few inches away, might take a shot on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's McClure. At the 45 on his way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Here comes the heat. Buried before he could blink.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Looking for room, it's McClure. Makes one man miss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. And that'll not only be a first The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17.
That makes the score. Kansas State 31, Tulane 17.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fields. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Kansas State will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Tulane sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up down as this defense makes a play.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back. A designed run for the quarterback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Here they come on 2nd down, trying to put this game away. Pulls it again on the option. Here's a little room there. He's all the way down to the 3, and he left. One has him set up. On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Try to barge their way in. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They'll send out the kicker here. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wildcats. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. The run inside. It's McClure. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got...
Grabs it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They want to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
Defense has the lead in the second half.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. Running inside, it's Fields. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll go right back to the run. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the right. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team.
Number 5, on to punt it away.
Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him, and they got him.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress you.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. They'll run the option. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Fields. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad.